Saturn in Gemini. See, now Saturn is all about status. It's all about career. It's all about responsibilities. It's all about duties and obligations. Now, this is talking about Earth perspective. Now, you know Earth and air. Now, you need Earth. You need Earth. You need air. Earth need air so Earth can be able to actually breathe. Air needs Earth so air can basically have a founding basis, is basically blow its air on. See, now, air is invisible. You can't see it. But of course, you know it's there. You can feel it. That's the whole purpose of Earth. You got to be in the physical body to feel the air. The invisibility of the air. See, now, Earth and air is really not a mix. See, this right here is really not even a mix. This is like in conjunction right here. This is going to be the misunderstandings when you got Saturn and Gemini. Because Saturn is hard. Saturn is coming hard, baby. Gemini is already dealing with that hard perspective because, of course, Mercury is already exalted in motherfucking Mercury, in Gemini, in Virgo. So you're already dealing with that perspective. Now, when you put Saturn here, Saturn is going to be breathing on your neck. Saturn is going to be hard. Feel me? You don't need, especially for Gemini, you don't, feel me? Gemini, by them thinking hard and shit, it can basically be mental chaos. Also, mental strain, mental confusions and shit. Bursts of the brain and shit. Geminis, you know they got air. They got many ways to intellect, many ways to adapt to anything, adapt and be mutable. But can you stay persistent and adaptable and mutable when that Saturn hit, bringing that pain, bringing that gain, no gain, no pain, no gain. Feel me? So of course you're gonna receive a whole lot of gain because Saturn, not only is it hard on that ass, but it's gonna basically bring you some gifts that you basically can be rewarded by, aka if you harness these energies in the right spectrum, especially if you ride in the rave, ride in the currents. Feel me? And not just getting lost into your natal aspects of how you see the world and the outlooks on humanity. You got to be open to all possibilities, aka you got to be the one that's basically controlling that Saturn when they get in Gemini. Feel me? Because Saturn ain't coming to play games. Saturn, it gonna test you. It's gonna test your Gemini characteristics. It's gonna test your mutableness. Saturn is all about cardinal, aka yeah, you did good with this one. Here, I'm gonna bring you another brick. Now, what can you do with this brick now? All right, cool. What can you do with that brick? For me, Saturn just going to keep bringing all them damn bricks, all them damn bricks, all them damn bricks. For me, it's going to be a circumstance situation where it's going to be filled, for me, it's going to feel like mental slavery and shit. But of course, Saturn is going to also be there to pick you up, make sure he's talking a good game to you, but making sure that you can basically get through this tough angle, a tough bridge, a tough narrow without having to fold or basically turn back. So when Saturn here is, for me, Saturn is going to basically be there for the people that's willing to basically put in the work. They're willing to put in the work shit. Saturn is going to overlook. Saturn going to be like, okay, cool. I got all the time in the world. And of course, time, I run it and I control it. So of course, I'm going to keep bringing more time your way. But make sure that when I bring this time your way, you better be ready to basically fucking take this shit serious. AKA go in control. Because you're going to be the one that's letting yourself down. The rewards is right here. But if you ain't ready to basically turn that misunderstanding into a square or a trine or an opportunity for you to learn from, then motherfucker, I'm gonna work with you. Feel me? Because you're only gonna be stagnated and fixed into one way of looking at the misunderstandings. But if you ain't ready to basically put in this work and this energy, it's gonna be a problem. Saturn against Gemini, y'all gotta learn how to be organized. For me, y'all can't be all over the place. Mentalities here, ideas there. Feel me? You can't do that. You gotta be more practical, more stable. And of course, you gotta learn how to ground your ideas. Feel me? You gotta learn how to not down yourself or self-doubt yourself. Put yourself in a circumstance situation of having courage and strength and energy, and of course, having that stamina mentality to basically keep pushing and striving no matter how or who see you in a different perspective. You gotta be willing to basically put in that work, put in that pain, put in that structure. This way you can receive the bread and butter with no issues or no downfalls and shit. When you got Saturn and Gemini, for me, it's all about responsibilities too. This is new ideas can come into your perspective, new narratives, new circumstances, situations to play out to your surroundings. A whole lot of shit can come in your way. You know what I mean? A lot of people get scared when they hear Saturn. Ain't shit to be afraid of. Shit just get a little harder, aka the weight get harder. But other than that, can you basically carry this weight and be strong enough to basically muscle through that pain? That's what Saturn is going to basically be there to do. So Look at it like you had a father that shot his sperm in your mother. And he was hard on you your whole life. And of course, you were just ready for that shit. You allow that shit to basically overtake you or put you in a circumstance, situation of being vulnerable. You weather the storm and basically handle business. That's basically the same shit. So can you weather the storm if you got Saturn in Gemini? So for me, it's all about status, career, also being. It's all about being down to earth and being practical. Feel me? Yeah, you have all these ideas, but what can you make these ideas constructive? Saturn don't give a fuck about creativity and none of that shit. All he care about, what can you do with this idea? What can you do with this information? Can this shit have a meaning, a reason? Can it have a purpose? Can it bring stability in your life? Can it bring true meanings and shits that can come in here into your perspective to basically help you? Remember, also Jupiter 4 here. Jupiter 4's here, so being that Jupiter 4's here, it's a circumstance situation where you gotta stay there until you come up. Okay, you gotta work with what you have and believe in that process. And of course, you're gonna get all the rewards right back, just like that. But that's Saturn and Gemini for you.